Hello everyone, good morning. I hope all are well. So this is Mogadishu Education. Mogadishu Education always will give you new thoughts and idea. And I'll say to you, Mogadishu always has given to you, has given to you very new idea. How can you develop? How can you speaking? How can you um, increasing your self development? I always say. So Mogadishu has given to you some few idea for 2 years, but which people? And today I will discuss and what is the difference between me and you. What is the difference between you and I? Today also I will discuss about the tense forms, and what is the tense form. Now, which kinds of words we know. Today also I have discovered some of the sentences which sentences was today I will say to you about the tense. Many people also they think also the tense I know, but here is that knowing is not, the tense is not enough, because I also previous I could have known that the tense forms, but yesterday also I have found lots of interesting things, which words we don't we couldn't uh, we we couldn't have we uh, mm, understand, we understand which words and why not. The English language is after reading, but no, we are not we are not being satisfying, we are not being satisfied, we are not being satisfied by the words, we are not being satisfied. So today there's a I have given to the biscuits bars, and in this place now I will give them birds, and giving to the birds gives me pleasure. And if I do not give them biscuits, but how they will react with me. Now two birds are already waiting for me, two birds now. Here also already one of the birds also come, as you can see. These birds are very familiar with me because I have taken now, as you see, I have taken two packet biscuits now. Here also two packet biscuits I have taken. So okay, no matter. Yesterday also yesterday I had given to them biscuits, some bread or biscuit, but after returning time I would have seen, so they didn't eat the bread, they couldn't eat the bread. And what is the matter but biscuit, and biscuit they eat very nicely, they can eat very nicely biscuit. But another things, another thing like the bread, because of that, what is the matter, previous I would have known the birds, why not they eat the bread, because of that in their beak, with their beak they couldn't swallow, they couldn't swallow properly the because they couldn't swallow and gobble the bread. And I also notice now some few moments all our birds will come here, some few letters the birds will come here, and so then they will start. Now I am showing to you where I have given to them birds. Here, so already two or three birds observe now, as you can see here. And okay, and what did my son but okay, no matter. Okay, birds already come here for eating. Now as you can see, today also I am recording video here. Two three birds already, okay, they are coming, and I say to you, now you eat, now it is your times, it is your time. Now I have to move from this place. And now today also I am moved from the place. I moved now. I am so observing so few birds already that they are eating. They started to eating. So here is that. So few birds are coming, and they are slowly gathering one by one. they gathered. One of the three kinds of birds also now I am observing. The shallow birds and some of the small birds. What is the name of the birds? I don't know, but they are so. Uh, mm, this is the eating biscuit. Eating biscuit gives me the eating biscuits. Bird birds eating bird eating biscuits and gives me pleasure. I associate these words now. Slowly, I am finding also now new some few words. Okay, now I will discuss about you. This is the my tense classes. Tense means also now, and I am thinking then some few days later so now I have to do change my class because of that. So now by the walking when I'll go to the another side, so now I have to do speak with them without walking, and by sitting I have to speak. But in the morning time, my brain goes to blank, and my brain and started to thinking very carefully. I also can think very carefully now after moving that place. Now I'm one things I'm noticing some when I'll start to speak to other people. Then I think something also. Uh, uh, mm, some when I started to speaking with other people, then my speaking also I can speak so very properly with them. So slowly I'm developing. In the morning time. So now I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep in the morning time. At 4 o'clock I had to woke up. I have to woke up. I have to leave. I have to give up my bed. Now that's why so now I'm thinking. Okay, now the tense form. We know this tense form. We also say I am some one sentence. You can take one sentence like this. I go to the market. And with the sentence, how many sentences you can speak, you can understand. So previous also now some few words like this also now. If I say these words in Bengali, I go to the market. I go to the market. I'm going to the market. But you know, this tense forms. So many people there's a one thing I am finding, which people they and some of the educated and uneducated. What is the difference? Now today also I am thinking which people they didn't have time to go or to school. They didn't get time. But also now some people they try to do learn. They try to do learn this language. Now I am thinking, and what is the difference between them who want to go school, and who is going to school, and who had gone to school. And others people also now, if I say this and like this, others people he didn't go to school but he is learning. But how he could be found, how he could be found many sentence by the many sentence. And now I am so observing here because of like that me like that I also didn't go to school. I couldn't go to school because of that my family system was not good. I couldn't go to school. That's why I couldn't learn. That's why I couldn't learn. Okay, no matter. And I try to do learn. And now today also now I have found so many things, many idea, which things I want to give to the others people. Others people they don't make question. Because of that, yesterday one things I found, which words like this also we say this words is simply I am going to the market. But if I say to you these words, what will be? I am to go market. I am to go market, and uh, I am gone to the market. What will it be? I am gone. Yes, I am to go to the market. I am to go to the market. This word means was to I was to go to the market. I was to go to the market. These kinds of words also we don't know. But also now some people they are also reading grammar by the tense form. But upper class they never studied, and many people also they think also now after they leave they leave after completing their study and they couldn't find out. Now today also I am one thing I am slowly discovering one things in a sentence. My topic is that in a way like this, I go to the market. How many sentences you can make? How many sentences I can make? I could have gone. So go, went, gone, goes, going, and to go like this is now infinitive sentences now. And go, went, gone, go, went, gone. We read this only this in grammar book, and who didn't go to school they only can find out this go, went, gone. But others will say no, here is not the completed your things, thoughts, idea, and your answer is not the here complete. Go, went, gone, and goes, and to go, will go, and to go, going, and goes. And this type of the verbs also now at a time you have to remember which type of the words you have to speak like this. I am spoken, I am spoken, I was to I was to speak. I used to speak here. I used to speak here. But also now, this type of words also now, these are the very important things. I was to speak and there, but I didn't go there. I was to speak there and speak or spoken. What is I was spoken, and what will be? So we know I was speaking. I was gone. I was going there. And when I will when I will say to you now, what will be this here? I was go. I was gone there. This means now I was gone there. 100% I already reached there. Also now by the another words also now if I say I was to go there. I was to go there. What will be the answer? I was to go there. This type of sentence now, I was to go there. That means also now some things couldn't finish, but some reason I couldn't reach there. These words also now I can say I was to go there. So, my dear friends, and today also I am feeling something, some verbs, words. Before also some few days ago, also I thought and thought. I thought and thought. How can I be? How can I? Uh, how can we speak? How can be like this? How can be I speak properly and understanding these types of words? Many people also could say many things, but say it is not the my fact. My fact is who will say to you, who will understand to you, who is reading. But now yesterday also I said to one of my friend, which book you try to read. This book is name is the what is earth, and some days later so I'll go and he will. This is the friendship. But after he and who I said and after spoken to him I thought no, he didn't get time. Sometimes he will get time for reading this book. But no, I also studied book. Now continuously I am studying this book, but I didn't get to find out. And some of the books also already I have read. Already I have read, and it has taken time to read. It has taken time to read many days and 3 months and 4 months. And who has so very patience, who has so very patience to for reading the book and for reading the books, who has okay. And I think also now okay, and speaking and willing is not the matter is that now after doing work in our surrounding life also now we can be great by the politics. We can be great by the politics, but I thinking and what things is coming in my mind. I thought and thought like that. Also now they can be successful by the politics in our states, but they cannot be successful in the another states, another countries, another world. And we are the artist means also now international. When you will go to the international, when you will show to the international market, then you will get the find out this what is the matter of this thinking. Now I am so uh, I always think that how can I make my sense. And today also um, I have found many types of verbs, words. All time we have to do understand very carefully. But if I do not if I do not understand very carefully, so my words will not go the right direction. So it will go the beside the track. It will go the beside the, and after how many days, and when one of the words also I remember, this is the mistake. And when I will go to the outside the track, and then what will be, so beside the track is not my road, and I have to go on the track, on the on the track in the right direction. I have to do this. And who will give us, who can give us, who can give us, who will give us like this now here. So I use, and who will give us right direction. So now they also they also don't have they also don't have any some more knowledge. Okay, now how will get understand. But also now which person, that means also now work, and when his like this what words I'm saying, only my mind observing these words. Which person they have right direction, they can innovate, some creation by the right direction. But speaking is like this our breeze. I also say to you, speaking like this also now I also, but always say this, you have to do build up, you have to do make, you have to do make you are make like this also now you are make, you are make, you are making, you are make some breeze with the right direction. You are to make, you are to make some right direction. So you are to make like this is now I also said to you, you are to make, you have to make, you are to make. And what is the difference? You have to make some right direction now and today. So that's why so now English speaking is so very complicated. And now slowly I am also developing, I am also becoming English speaker, not. And yes, so many days, many things in my mind also now have been coming. Many things in my minds have been coming. And also now it has been so very difficult sometimes. But after few days later, after few months later, after few years later, a couple of years later, a couple of months later, I will see like this is now slowly I am developing. I also thought because of that any children when I started from this my journey, and which year? I think also now 2022, not 2023. I had started my journey in this English journey. Also now in my YouTube channel. So before, what I would have done, before I would have done. Um, uh, I would have done many video with my students, and would have done, and now slowly also now I think also now I have to change, and then after making this video, so now I change, and slowly, and how can say, how can I develop my speaking. And then I found here so many words, but one day I shocked, and now I have to do. buy some gimbal stand. With the gimbal stand I have to make some video, and which video I want to speak something with my morning walk. And I also every day I go to the morning walk. With my morning walk I can speak, I can make some video with my morning work. Then also now I have bought one of the gimbal stands, and by the gimbal stand I always try to make some video. But some two person, they are also watching me, and where they are seated in the yard. So I think also now yesterday also they did something. So some truck drivers and his wife also now observing to me, watching to me, and what I am doing, what I am thinking every day. Oh, sun is coming here, so my teachers already notice me. And then after, and what I would have done before, so I would have done many video with my children and students, and I would say to them, now you make some stories, you make some stories, you can try to speak. And speaking develop is very, I think nowadays also now I am now 40 years old. I am now 40 years old. By the 40 years I am so can thinking, I'm so understanding my sense, my learning I am developing. And what I did before, so I thought, so now I will show to you. And this my what the sun, where is here is okay. Now I will yes, I will show to you with the zooming. So sun, I am sending you hello Mr. Teacher. Now I am present in my class, and so doing, and what you want to say to me, you can say to me any answer, you can say to me any question. Now I will prepare. Now I am preparing myself for answering your question. So okay, practicing now. Okay, son also observing me, son also every day. Some son gives me son gives me what is the bless. Son gives me, son is son is giving me pleasure. And now he has not bless and son also said, God bless you and my son, and I am also your son, and son, I am also your son. You made me. I am made. I was made by you. I was made by you. And if I say to you, there are some people will say, what do you say? What I am saying? Okay, no worries. The sun also present here. All our people also we like this. Your thinking, my thinking is going to right way. And now when I will go to the any class and like this for speech, and I can think many way. But it's not we made. I made by the nature. I was made. I was made. I was made by the nature. Oh, here's the sorry. And I was made by the nature. But nature thinking. Nature also what their thought was before. Now, naturally, so people thought was before like that. Now today, how I am thinking, but people they never will change with my opinion. But I have to give some example. But by the examples, I think also they cannot the change. They cannot be changed. Never. But upcoming generation they will change because of that. What we did before, they cannot see. But what I am doing today, they are observing. Because of that, by now I'm so developing something. Okay, so there is lots of interesting things, lots of idea always works like this. Now I say the knowing tense is not the enough for English language. You have to. And now here is I have found some difference between the knowledge of this who are educated person who didn't go to school. Like this, I didn't go to school. I never learned the school learning system way. On the school just also now they have given to school has school has been giving to us some books, and by the books we are learning. But here is that after what will happen, the knowledge. So like this also today I am thinking I have developed some words. I have developed some words. These are words like this, tense. In tense, before like this, which words like this tense? I had been learned like this, I had been learned the tense forms by the 3 months, and for the 3 months it had taken a time, 3 months already. And how I learned and I thought and thought, well, I can do many hard work, and why not I can do hard work, why not I can lost my time 3 months. Only thus for 3 months I locked my door. I was locked my door, and in the room I learned and learned the tense one. I have to do discover. I have to do understand very perfectly the tense one. What is the matter of the tense? Then I slowly I started to tense forms. So okay, and here there are so many kinds of the words. Also now I have gotten, and by the words of now today also I'm just thinking, okay, now what things is worked always in my mind. Also I have given to some example. I would have been given some example for myself. I would have given always, and this words like that. And the one of the child, I always notice the child, how and how many years, by the how many years they can be taught. They can be taught. They can be taught. They have been taught. How many years they have taken time for the learning their mother tongues. And I have just observed, and by the it has taken time to the 3 or 4 years, and maximum 5 years, maximum 5 or 6 7 years. By the now today also one thing also now class 1 2, and for the 7 years it has take time. It is the most a powerful observation. The 7 years it will take time. After 7 years your pronunciation, your everything will go to the very naturally, and your pronunciation will be so very cute. So many, and which are children, they can capture so properly their another voice, another sound, and their brain will go to the very intelligence way. Intelligence, they can speak very intelligently. They can speak very intelligently. Whose brain like this also now some few, one of the persons who said like this, intelligence we couldn't say justify intelligence. Because of that, now I also one thing, one like this about the Einstein. Einstein, what was Einstein's sense was like this. Einstein also couldn't speak the very correctly when he was 5 or 6 years old, and a school teacher said to his mother, he had he had been speaking. He had been speaking, he had spoken every words, and two, 3 times, and repeat. He would be his words would be repeated. His words would be repeated like this also now by the, and what is and how, but now slowly and common way also now we can say these words now in common way. We can say these words minimum. So now you can learn this language also now by the 3 4 5 years it will take time. So without 5 years or 6 years like this is now I am also beginner, and 23 4 5 23 4 5 now. For 3 years I have been speaking. I have been speaking for 3 years. No matter is that what the sense will come. So again, I'm saying to you, and now son is observing so very and how I'm doing some mistake and how I'm recovering the my mistakes. Okay, and son also observe, and here so nicely I am developing slowly. And today also I have found so many few words, which words I couldn't understand before. Now one things also now one complicated things had gone out from my mind. One complicated, but so now I also before I couldn't understand before like this also now what words I have found yesterday. Yesterday also now I slept very, and I also studied these 10 storms now. Today also I am developing. I thought so now one complicated things when you will solve it, then you will be very enjoyable moment. The enjoyable moments by the enjoyable moment you can sleep, and your sleep will go very nicely. So now, my dear friends, also now I am so thinking that, and by the speaking, and many people said they know, but when speaking is just over. And the interesting things is like that in our conference will come. So which book, and you have how many books you have reading, and which by the book is very important things is now when you will do these works, and then your thinking will be so very good. Now I'm so thinking so, but so now reading and speaking. But you know, I always say this LSRW very important. Now some few sense, some few words, some few ideas. Now so now I also can give some example. I also can give some example. By the example they can learn. So slowly I am developing my words. And if the somebody will say to me, but now today also I can say many way. I can say many way. Any words, not the any words. And so sometimes, so some days letters, it will be developed. But you know, I think that always the simple way I can say my words. I always find out the simple way. How can I say and if I can speak the simple way and right way and correctly, my sentence will go listen to others people very carefully. They can listen, and they can listen, and they can understand. But a few people, so they speak and they are speaking, we couldn't understand what they are saying, what's some of the words, some of the difficulties words they are using. But I say never ever, you use your simple words and simple way, simply. And one of the great persons also said, so great artist is like a simplifier. You are like this also now many in when you will write something. Now today also I will say today also I will discuss some of the when you will write, then you will get more time. So when you speak, but so now we are trying to learn by the reading books. But reading books also know which person they have written the books. They also have been taking so many times. By the times also they can put the here hard words and tough words they can use. They are also using. By tough words is tough words are not for us, because of that like this. If I said some of the children, now children are, they always try to speak like this simple way, and they don't know about this hard words. They don't know the complicated words. They don't know about this our complicated world, and they always try to speak in a they always using they all are using the simple way and the simple words. So my dear friends, I'm also thinking that you also try, and how can you develop your words and sense like this. Now this language is so very interesting now. So now I'm so learning, and I'm so learning, I'm so thinking, I'm so working, and I'm also developing, I'm so living my life. I'm not the get hurt. I'm living my life, and by the hard work, by the hard work. Now, I always say this, and also today also I have come in my um, one side work. I have now complete. Now another, also now another one side, and two side words. Now in that place I regularly I show to you number one. And why I am showing to you number one is my favorite, and now I have to do back. And which place I have started, which place from I have started it. I have started my video. That place was like this, 3 kilometers, 3 2 1. Then one from starting here to go to the on this way. But I have I started it from the 3 kilometers now. So now I started my second journey. I always said, if I do not come here, if I do not say, if I do not speak, and probably if I do not practice will not go to the never will take the high sense. So yesterday, so by the reading I can get find out lots of things, lots of idea. And I was to go their house, but now I forget. And this was also now, and like this something sometimes when like this. Now here again I will say to you, which words people they do mistakes, but they cannot make the sense because of which words they have been learned. Which words, by the which words they have been learned, they only just can speak, but they never find out this one of the they also I today also I will say to you, this word you don't make it, you find it. You don't um, you never developed your speaking. You find out the which words are important for you. Find out the speaking and which words we are saying. So Pablo just also said, these words you don't make it, you find it. By the art sense, we are developing our sense. Now that is now I always say, if you want to get successful. Now if I say somebody will say to me, somebody else can say to me like this, what do you want to be in your life? I just said, I want to be freedom. I want to become a freedom person. And how it is possible or not? That's possible. It is possible by the artwork. Now I can be a freedom person by the my artwork by the art, by the selling artwork. So I can say, I can today also now my feelings going, my feelings are going to be very get. And now something so now I have found, and which was, and I used to go their house, and I am to go their house. I am to go their house. No, I used to go their house. No, before so no, just a simple words. I never answer. No, I found these words. No, how many kinds of verb, and when I started to find out these verbs words, how many kinds of verb, how many sentence, how many kinds of. So another also now many kinds of language in our world, in the world people they never can understand better. But not here now I am also uh, I am I'm also searching, I'm also making, you find it, I'm also finding, I'm also searching the always. And which way we can say, which way, and how many sentences I can speak at a time, at a sense, in my senses. You know, if I also, if I couldn't read, if I couldn't have read my books yesterday, and how can I could say here, and I couldn't say to here, I cannot say to here because of the yesterday's night. Also now I have to do remember this tense forms. So tense forms is very, very important to the people. They one thing is fine. I now today also I am discover, and I discovered one sentence. I discovered one sentence by the who made this tense form. But you know, before before when the this speaking was invented, the speaking they discovered this speaking, and slowly now that time the tense was not, and then tense was not come the before the talking. I also said there was, but also now art things, artists, they had come before, or critics, they had come before, and who had come before. So I think also now the artist had come before, and now this is the our modern and contemporary era we are going to in the year, or no, we are going to the year, and in the modern time we are also learned by the art. We also art is created art is created critics because of that, you know, artists they artists has no time. Artists have no time for speaking something, you know. They already know and how they create their creation, but you know, criticize they will create, but you know, but the benefits of artists now, that's, you know, I'm so thinking that I had here, how can I will be benefited by my artwork, and how they will be benefited by their artworks. And truly, so I'm saying, you know, when you understand the simple word, and then also, you know, you can make some simple words and simple sense, automatically will go from your mind and things. Now also, now many people, so they are created, and they are also using so very hard word, but I say also, no, never ever you use, but you try to do this thing, and when you will not get a find out these words and words of sense, then what will be? So what will be? There's no people there, and who will say, and no teacher will say to you like this, you know, you can learn these words. So I am so slowly, I am learning, I'm so thinking, I am so understanding slowly. I have understood the words by the words. I have understood by the words, you know. I had been understanding my words, and for 2 years or 3 years, it will take time. Okay, no matter then. I think now I also remembered when my age was like that. Also after pass out my college, art college, then 4 years later, you know, I had gone to Delhi after baking after backed from the Delhi. Then I started to learning. Also now I have to learn, but you know, I then one of my one of the friends, he said, now do you know the English language? And I said, what, the where come from? And only these words I understood. Oh, where is come from means, you know, তুমি কোথায় থেকে এসেছিলে, these words, you know, I would have done. And I think also now, oh, I can speak this English. And what is my name? What is your father's name? Where do you live? This was, and another thing, so now one of my friends, now I remembering, I am also sharing some words, and one of my friends was like this. He is in Hyderabad universities, and he had been doing master degree here. And when I also said to him, now I wanted to go. Then also now I would have gone. I had been gone. I had gone with him. Then one of the beside one of the friends was with him, and he asked to me, and what do you do? What do I said? You know what? But at that time, my mind was not the words, and my mind was blank. Then slowly, okay, now what? And people also they can say, but I said, you know, I do not understand this English language. Now today, so I'm thinking, you know, now here is that many things, many words to find out that here. So okay, my dear friends, now I'm just slowly thinking that, and everything will come to the mind. So mind is everything, but never ever I couldn't understand this language importance. Now today slowly today already I have understood that this language is very important for every person. Now I am so saying to, that's also I also opened some sort of education center. In this education center, many students, they are coming and they are also learning, and by today also now I can get some example which, and I before also now I would have one of the how I said this. One this my habit was one of the my habit was I would have bought. I would love to bought some. I would have like this also now this was I would have bought some books, new books, and one of the words very important, which words attract to me, and in the Bengali book I found is no, you have no time. It is not matter, but no, you can bought, you can buy some books. When you'll get, you start to read. Now this was remember. I also have bought many books from the market. I would have bought so many books. Then so now I would go to market, and which book I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I would have known. So nothing. I didn't knew nothing, and then also now I would bought the book, and then now today also I find out something in this book what I want to have, what words I'm searching, and but in the by the internet also now I was, but now how can you understand these words also now is not the coming in your mind, and much but yesterday I think and thought, and these words the people use or not, these words, and which words I'm thinking, these words or that words people they are using, and they already used by the people, but no, we are not using, we are not using, and common people they are not using. We are also now we are also before, and educated means also know what things, common things, common things, common sense. By the common sense we are learning, but now when you will be the educated, then when I will be educated, when I will be educated, then also now I would have known some of the new words, which words I want to share to others people. I want to share to others people, like that. So now I used to go their house, but I didn't go. I didn't go. And what is the matter? I also say to him these types of words. But now I am going. I I went to their house, and how you can understand these words? What I am saying. You have no this idea language. You know some of the few knowledge. You have some few knowledge. By the few knowledge you are saying to me, you are talking to me. Okay, then also I have developed, and how much I know. How can I say these are words? Now to do so, I'm just feeling so very good and happy. So I'm so feeling with my happiness. I'm so walking my video with my happiness. What sense will not the works? And if I said in this book also now by the English or Hindi, Hindi sense or Hindi way, Hindi language now, and it also very very helpful because of that also now, when like this by the English or by the our mother tongue we cannot be proper proper speaker. We cannot be proper speaker correctly by the one language. I'm so thinking thoughts, but no, I have to do. I have to read these books, and there also one truck already I am observing, and there's a truck driver, and okay, no matter, and they don't have any idea so how they can be so now what was in my mind, so when I was like this, I was on 30 years old, 30 years in my mind nothing will work because of that, and what was, and for the money and making money, how can I earn money by the my artworks now to, so I am so slowly getting, I am so slowly getting find out this my feelings, and what was my feelings also now every day, and making video and speaking my words, and I'm now thinking, I'm so can think so many. So if I, and when I'll go to the hair there, so now you also can speak with me, you also can say to me, but you know here some of the words I can share with the other people, but here that you know every time every person now in the thinking mode is very very dangerous things come out rather than thinking mode sometimes now negative things coming out with the green drinking mood, we cannot. But here is that and what is the matter? We are not satisfied any work. We are not satisfied with our words. We are not. But when you will satisfied with words, then you will you can think that this is my right words, and this is the my I can write as anything. I know also grammar rules, regulation, everything. I can write any kinds of words, and which words I don't know previous, and which words I would have known, and which words I didn't know, which words I don't know, which words I didn't know the previous days. Now, I'm so thinking, I also can say. So these are words are very better now. Here, one thing is now which person they can learn something, and satisfaction is very, very powerful things. Very powerful satisfaction. One of the great persons also said, in this world, most powerful thing is thinking. In this world, most powerful thing is thinking. When you will start reading, when you start speaking, when you will start when you will start to speak, when you will start to do reading, thinking, then you will find out. But I have no nothing. Yeah, but now you will feel this something incompleted in my life, and like this speaking. If I don't can complete your speaking, you cannot be completed person in your life. So now I'm saying you have to do learn, you have to do be complete in your life, and be satisfied, be satisfaction in your life. Which words, and why not you search and search, you find and find. But many people, so they are searching now to do. So as I said, there are many people searching money, many people searching something also now. All are we are like this now. Many people searching many way, but now many people they wanted to search, but also now they didn't get a search, and then after a few days later they leave their way, and they try to obtain, and they try to obtain. Now I will say these words, and Tara, they were forced they were forced to go other way. They were forced to go others way now. So now I will say these words again and again, only these words. And what they when so every person when they like this, when they were like in their young age, like this teenager, when they were teenager, and every person they try to build some dreams. They build up all their dreams, but when they couldn't get the take out their sense, and after they are wasting, they have wasted in their education time, and they 100% they waste to force to go another way. But now I'm so now they obtained, they very obtainably they have to do choose the other way. Because of that, no person in this, they have no courage. Because of that, doing to the good things. And but so now I have to leave, and I also leave when I was in my school, college. Also now my love sense was so very high. Then I think one day I couldn't be successful in my life. I have to do marry some girl, and who will marry, who will go with me, who will come with me, and I will marry to him. And then I also say to him, okay, now you will go with me. And then I also thought, okay, now, and he is my favorite. How can I say? And uh, he always try to do sense. He always tried to say my nothing she said to me, and I said now. And here some of the few moments, some few days later, she said, so no, okay, I will go. And I think it's not total. So I'm feeling, I I I uh, I gave up my dreams, woman. I gave up my dreams, woman. Then also I married to her. Now she is my dream. She will become my dreams woman and my dreams woman. Okay. Now today also I find out these words, my dreams woman, who I didn't get find out. One of the books also now the said these words you know what you wanting, what you wanting you will never get find out in this world, but what you are, if you observe, you if you discover in your heart, then you can be find it, you can be find it. This was you know I said, I try to say it. So in this time thinking time, so many things will go. Now one thing is now I I I I want to say some words I could have to speak. I could have to speak, and this type of words, if I could have to speak, and this type of words, if I could have to speak this type of words. Now, what sense? And now also now I live, or I live my dreams, girl, dreams woman. I live from my life. Also now, people also now many 3 4 women. Also now, these are my girl, my dreams was like this. Who will be my dream girl? So now I will love to so much her, so much more. But so now also love. I already love to her, and but sometimes so she couldn't understand to me sometimes. And I now today also I am loving to her. I am so loving to her today. So I'm loving to her because of which time was not my good, and she had come with me which time my time was not good, but that time she never said. But also she also had no nothing, and his family was not the good. His family matters. So he never she also never would have been taught by the schooling, and in class 9 so she was, and now to also she is doing my she had been but you know she cannot be a good partner but not some partner, and she is sharing her thought things idea now to so I'm feeling okay. And when the time will come and for speak to her, but so now I can share this sense knowledge with this smile. So I'm so practicing. So my friends, all of you, and today on what thought my thoughts my topic was that also now what my thought was like that like that. So few sense few people, if you couldn't if you couldn't be satisfied in our words, how could be how could be satisfied, you know. But you know, by the born, after born we first will learn to speak. We speak, and speaking is just so very powerful weapon. I said, you know, speaking and education is not the powerful weapon. I said speaking is very very powerful weapon, which can change your life. So I'm also thinking, my dear friends, of you. So you also can say, you also can agree with me by the speaking sense, by the speaking sense of, you know, what you want to do, where you want to go. If you don't have your speaking power, how you can be successful in your life. So in our society also now how we, so if we also can say this Bengali, our mother tongue also now we learned, and which words is coming in my mind we cannot guess, I don't know what you said. So some few words also now I say, but in English words, in English language, yesterday also one of the words that I find out, this is the she woke up to see out of her window. She woke up and to see out of her window. This also when I search in my channel, then also now I find out this, and how and what is the meaning of these words. So many types of in English, when we will start to read and learn English language, then also now you will have found out many things, many words. Many people, so they can think, you know, I with the 2% people, when we'll start to speak, then we'll understand this my words and few words, few things. And to also now I am thinking in English in my way. I'm also developing my words in my way, and some later also now I will speak with my parents in my way. So people, what the others will say, it is not my matter. My matter is there is now what can I do, what can I say, what can I think, how can I think. These are own things. I have to develop my views, my channels. When I'm getting old, then I can think of many and have. But now one thing is I am fearing. I am fearing one thing. So now, if I get everything in my life, and if I live, if I can say that now my family is not with me, and what will be okay? No, I have also already I have made one of the trust. In trust, I will make the all of the my money, and I think so now. I am thinking so money will come one day, and so big huge money will come. And what things now I am thinking so to get success also will come in my life. So what things is very important, you do your works at the right time, on right time. You know your works, never think so which and the past, present, and future, and already present will say to you what present will present will carry for the future sense, and past will carry to you just your cry or sense. What like this, past is your education, and present is your work time, and future is your wealth. And what and for the education, yesterday also one word that I share to my wife. So education, educated person, they live long, and uneducated person, they cannot live long. Uneducated person, because here also they can feel educated person, they can feel very good. Educated person, they can feel good, they can eat better. Educated person, which people they couldn't. But now how can we say, how can I develop all of these things and only carry in my life? We never try to say, we never try to understand there is so many types of people also in this world, and they are also one of the great in this book. Also now I found out that this book was like this: what is art? The Levinas also said these words. And some people in the Asia or Africa, people, they are after born, they live and die. After born, they come in, and they don't know about this art. What is art? Art is means something sort of feelings good and feeling sad. Some all over the art feelings will develop to your sense art. But a few people also think he is an artist, but what? But when money comes from his words, will they will say, understand. But this is the very very big challenge work. But what things we couldn't, what things we by the art films like this, something creation, some idea, art. And if I said what is art, what is, and how can be not the successful, how can find out your way. Artist means in your life what pillars is missing, so you can find out this art with this art like this. Or now I also said, and this is the feelings. I also said he's a famous artist. Okay, his art is very famous, but we don't know about this art. Now to also I'm saying, and one of the which place also now I have given to biscuits, but okay, now what is the problem? The and they will come and eat one of the biscuit like this. Biscuit was so big, and that's why they could not eat. But some few times later also now I have to go some one of my students' house, in their students' house. Or now I have to speak 1 hour. I have to speak 1 hour, but not. And today also I will teach. today my class will be, I will take a, I have taken some preparation with the tense form. Now today, so I will discuss the tense. Now you understand, so how you will say these words, like the simple words, and when I will say the simple words, and how. Now, because some people will say, I know the tense, by the tense forms nothing will happen. So which words, and which in the tense form. So and what and how can we, but no tense forms before, tense before come, before came, tense before came, or the people grammar before came, what, and there is some missing pillar, but no, I'm saying, people people come before and their words come before. So slowly it is developed, and which language they used which language they used, and after born some few new baby, they also learned, they also learn it, they are learned by the language, they are learned by the language. Now after the, so I'm saying okay, and which words, okay, and slowly I'm also developing super correctly and correctly. So never the English language has a very complicated language, but complicated, when we say this complicated, now today, so I'm say thinking, I'm so understanding, but some days later my complete complex sense will go out from my mind, my conversation into, so upon, and some few words will coming. So I'm so now slowly I'm using my words, my sense now. How can be how I can be a good speaker for my artworks, and let's go. So here there's some, I'm thinking slowly my confidence is growing up. So no matter is that now 50 years, and one of the great also now said, so now your ear is not the nothing, but now you can develop your words and sense. So now my dear friends, I also say to you, and I will see to you my next video, and say to you bye bye and again goodbye, have a nice day, and I'll say to you have a nice day. So today also I have discussed many ideas, many knowledge, many sense what I know, and so you have to develop your stance. People, they can say anything, but you can't say them, you collect them, you collect your words, their words, by their words you can understand. Okay, now I'm saying bye bye bye, goodbye, have a nice day. I will meet you next video.